The Gen 3 Formula E cars look awful, but are truly amazing. With Formula E's Gen 2 car looking very modern and a symbol for electric racing, I think you can clearly tell that this is an electric racing car. The new Gen 3 cars have taken a very different stylistic approach. This Gen 3 car is hailed as the world's most sustainable race car, which can only be a good thing in 2022. Although, this car has been hailed to look like a capital ship from Star Wars, paper aeroplane, a Dorito car, or a door wedge. Let's get into things. Inside these new cars, an electric motor can deliver 350 kilowatts of power, equivalent to 470 brake horsepower, to reach top speeds of 200 miles per hour. What's more, Formula E explains that the power-to-weight ratio for these Gen 3 cars is twice as efficient as the output for a comparable internal combustion engine used in Formula 1. Formula 1 cars average speeds between 220 and 230 miles per hour typically during a Grand Prix, depending on the circuit. Although Formula E race on tight street circuits, I don't think it'd be fair to compare the two average speeds, but I think it's interesting now these new cars can reach a similar top speed. The Gen 3 is the world's first race car designed and optimised specifically for street racing. With two generations of Formula E cars before this, I think this is a bit of a strange flex from Formula E, as I would have expected the previous generations to be designed for the same. Not only are they lighter and smaller, which will lead to better racing, they will be 2 to 4 seconds quicker a lap due to the improved power efficiency. It has also been rumoured that they will have a fast charging option to partially charge the battery up for 30 seconds. This may allow for a pit stop format similar to Formula 1 and improve the strategy in Formula E. With sustainability at the forefront of Formula E, let's go through what's different of these new Gen 3 cars. First things first, they will have no rear brake whatsoever and use regenerative braking only on the rear end. I'll go through what this means on the next slide. Second, the Gen 3 batteries are claimed to be the most sustainable batteries ever made. I assume they mean in cars and maybe only in Formula racing, but because this is a bold claim otherwise. Third, they will be using recycled carbon fibre in the bodywork. Carbon fibre needs to be extremely precise and it is a very inefficient process, so this is a very good step forward in sustainability. And finally, the tyres are recycled and 26% of the new tyres will come from some sort of recycled material. Formula E cars also use this sort of road-looking tyre, as they use this tyre for the wet and dry conditions, as this is a more sustainable approach to having different tyre compounds. So what is regenerative braking? This is when the power from the battery that is converted into kinetic energy to move the wheels is used to charge the battery when slowing the car due to turning the motor. Instead of using friction like a typical car brake, where lots of energy is lost due to the heat, this kinetic energy is converted back into potential energy in the motor which charges the battery. This is an extremely efficient method used in Formula E. With sustainability at the forefront, Formula 1 to go carbon neutral by 2030 and Formula E being carbon neutral since its inception, I think all of these changes are positive to Formula E, and I will definitely be watching a few more races next season with a hope for better racing, even if these Dorito cars are still looking like this. This is a massive improvement in the technology, and I hopefully think this will improve the racing too. Although I think the aesthetics are lacking and have a lot of catching up to do, as I personally prefer the Gen 2 cars. Let me know what you think of these new cars in the comments down below. I think this car may be a grower, and they definitely look better from a 3D perspective rather than the top-down look. But let me know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching to the end. If you like the video, if you could like and subscribe, that would help the channel grow massively, and thanks for watching.